Welcome to the Point 1.2 update for Once Human, an exciting patch that brings a host of new content and improvements, guaranteed to spice up your gameplay experience. This update introduces a brand new PvP scenario, fresh features for ranching and exploration, as well as highly anticipated events and rewards. The centerpiece of the update is the Prismverse's Clash, a dynamic PvP scenario that pits two factions, Rosetta and Mayfly, against each other in a fierce battle for prism deviations, powerful resources that have landed across Blackfell. Players will be able to choose their faction and compete to secure prism deviations, which can be obtained through a variety of means, including public crisis events, gathering resources in the wilderness, and even fishing. Once you've secured prism deviations, your task is to store them in specialized facilities within contested areas. These facilities convert deviations into prism energy, which counts towards your faction's score. The goal is simple. The faction that gathers the most prism energy wins. But the competition is more than just collecting. Unique mimetic specializations are introduced, allowing players to acquire abilities from the opposing faction, adding a layer of unpredictability to each encounter. The scenario unfolds in three distinct phases, each with its own challenges and objectives. In Phase 1, known as Prism Descent, prism deviations rain down from the sky, and both factions must rush to collect them in contested areas. During Phase 2, called Clash at Blackfell, the battle intensifies with the arrival of the Berserkosaurus Rex, a massive boss that can turn the tide of the conflict. Finally, in Phase 3, titled The Last Stand, the conflict reaches its climax with the appearance of both the Berserkosaurus Rex and the formidable Radiant One, as the fate of Blackfell is decided in one last explosive showdown. Throughout the scenario, players will be rewarded based on their performance, with firework rewards that summon loot crates for faction members, as well as Starchrome rewards for the entire faction. Those who perform exceptionally well will earn rare avatar sets as part of their faction victory spoils. To address player concerns about the often overwhelming stat differences in PvP battles, this update also introduces a PvP stat adjustment mechanism exclusive to Prismverse's Clash. This new system balances power levels between players, ensuring that while unique builds and strategies remain important, stat gaps are kept within a fair range. This should make the experience more enjoyable and competitive for everyone, no matter their gear or progression. On top of this, the ranching system has received a major upgrade with the introduction of breeding mechanics. If your animals have high tameness, are no longer younglings, and you've built the appropriate youngling hut in your territory, they'll begin breeding, potentially producing offspring with rare or unique color patterns. 3 new animals have also been added for ranching: the capybara, flamingo, and leopard. Exploration also gets a boost with the introduction of Eternaland roaming. You can now explore other players' Eternalands via a new interface and even give them a like if you appreciate their creations. The more likes an Eternaland has, the more prominently it will be featured in the Eternaland roaming screen, creating an engaging social dynamic where players can showcase their creativity. For those eager for new gear, this update brings some highly anticipated content. A brand new melee weapon, the fabled Masamune, is now available for purchase in the Blueprint shop. Additionally, a range of new cosmetic items, including the Lightforge Celebration Crate and the Epic Neon Symphony Furniture Pack, will help you customize your character and base like never before. You'll also be able to deck out your character in new fashion sets like Raven Feather, or arm yourself with the stylish Wild Hunter weapon skins. Finally, the update includes several exciting new events. The Northern Tour event transports you to the Snowy Realm, where completing incidents unlocks furniture blueprints, Starchromes, and more. For those who enjoy inviting friends to the game, the Gather Friends event lets you earn valuable rewards for every new or returning player you bring into the fold. Of course, no major update would be complete without a number of bug fixes and optimizations. The development team has addressed various issues affecting gameplay, combat, and performance to ensure smoother, more enjoyable sessions. If you're interested in the full list of fixes, you can check the patch notes in-game. That's the rundown of the Once Human 1.2 update, packed with new features, game modes, and exciting improvements to make your experience even more immersive. Dive in now, choose your faction, and may the best warriors rise victorious in the Prismverse's Clash.